Hello everyone. So today's video is going to be me trying out a new proxy site for Mercari Japan because ever since Nyokio stopped accepting requests, I've been trying to figure out what new proxy site I wanted to use, and I haven't really worried about it. It's been, I don't know, a couple weeks. I haven't really been browsing on Mercari Japan or really worrying about a new proxy site just yet, but I stumbled upon a certain listing that was like something I needed, so it kind of streamlined this process a little bit. So to get started, I guess the proxy site, as you can see, that I'm using is 8mart, and the way that I found this proxy site is literally just by searching Mercari Japan proxy site or something like that, because there was a few that I had in mind that I was going to use before this, but I really wanted to take into account, fees and all of that kind of thing before trying it out. So at first I was going to try Hoyoyo because out of all of the proxy sites I had found, they had the cheapest service fee, which is 300 yen, I think. The service fee was something really important to me because I don't know. I feel like, for Bai and a lot of other places, the service fee, the standard is 500 yen. And I just feel like that's too much, just personally. Like, if I'm buying an item and I'm adding an extra $5 onto it, it's kind of a lot. But 8mart specifically, their service fee is 300 yen as well. So I decided to try this site over Hoyoyo because I've heard some bad things about Hoyoyo. So I kind of wanted to avoid using them if I didn't really need to. So I decided to start here. I guess in my journey of trying to find a new proxy site, this is where I decided to start with 8mart. Honestly, it's kind of different to Nyokio, but it also is kind of similar in a way. There is an interface. It just looks a lot different than Nyokio. But I will say I made an account, logged in. You have to activate your account and stuff before you can log in. And yeah, you can see here, you just pay item price. Service fee is 300 yen per item. Yes, but I will show you the original buy request that I put in. This is kind of the interface, I guess, mostly. This is where you'll see all your orders and things. And as you can see, I just have this one buy request put in, but I have just put in this one. And it's basically, to fill out a request, it is practically the same thing as Nyokio. You just put in the item name, the URL, and then these other two things are optional. So that is pretty easy. So then after you put in the request, it'll come here, and you don't pay for it right away. You will get a notification. I'll show you this. I'm going to put in a buy request for something else, but basically you'll come to the buy request. You'll come to the message window, and then you will see this kind of message. We would like to offer you the following item to your request. You click see more, and then you go ahead and add it to your cart, and then that's when you pay, and it'll add the fees. But so the reason why this was kind of such a spontaneous and it was an emergency type deal, I really needed to put this buy request in, is simply because there's a lot of cards in this listing that I want. So and also this card right here, this is Yeon's Issue Maker MMT card. It is really high priority for me. It's one card that I really, really want for her. And as you can see, the price here is 2,200 yen for a set of 8 cards. So, I did the math, about $3 per card, $3 USD. So really this was a really good deal to me because there's also a lot of cards in here that I don't have. I also really wanted this MMT card from Icons, and then the only card in this listing that I already had is the Dear My Muse one. So really, I think this was a really good deal, especially because I really like these cards as well. So tangent aside, this is the buy request that I put in. And yeah, so far it seems to be pretty easy. They haven't bought the item yet, as you can see, but I only just did it within the past hour. So I don't expect them to buy it right away. I don't know if they only buy during office hours or what. I haven't really looked into that, but so I'm gonna go ahead and put in another buy request. I've just got to find something that I want first. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to put in a request for these Obtention Zhao cards. These are some pre-order cards from Novella, Jump Up. So I'm gonna go ahead, copy the link. Actually, no, I'm gonna copy the name of the item. I don't really care to write in my own. I don't think it makes a difference, but yeah. I put the URL. I'm gonna skip these things because they're optional, and then submit. So then, as you can see right now, this is the page you'll come to when you want to go ahead and pay for it. You can see here in the message window, it says, this is we would like to offer you the following item to your request. It's generating the item. So you'll come back when, oh, seems like it's finished. I'll click see more. It doesn't take very long, I guess. It's automated. So I'm going to go ahead and add it to my cart. Then go to the cart and I'm going to go ahead and pay for it. So it seems like their only payment option is Stripe, which is fine. Like I think Neokyo uses Stripe as well. Okay, so I just went ahead and paid. You can see products have been purchased, paid for. And this is all of that. Just go back to homepage. Yeah, I just kind of have to wait and see how long it takes them to purchase these things now, which will be interesting to see. I am almost fairly certain they'll be able to get these Xiao cards, but for the Yewan cards, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see. And I'll come back to you when they do. But yeah, I'm actually really interested to see how using this proxy goes. I will say they have a limit of like 15 items that you can have for free storage, and then after 15 you have to pay for storage. If I go to shipment management, it says here, extra storage fee will be charged if you have more than 15 unshipped items. So this is kind of where I guess you see all of, I don't even know. I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, it says payment status, item paid. I guess I kind of have to come back to that. We'll see. Obviously, we'll see. But an unshipped item can have one following status. Yeah, so I feel like that is one downside to this proxy, but I guess just for the sake of trying it, I don't really plan to make this a big order anyways. I know a lot of people usually do like huge orders. I don't really use proxies like that, so I think for me, if everything goes well here, we'll just have to see. Like, I think this proxy might work for me if everything goes well. And it seems like for, let's see, I'm gonna go to the FAQ really quick. I'm gonna go about 8Mart. Okay, so it's about payment in the FAQ. It says if an item is sold out, can I get a refund? It says we will only charge you for items that you were able to purchase, not for items that we were unable to purchase. So the money does come out of your bank account right away using Stripe, but I assume if they are not able to get it, that it'll go right back into your bank account. It seems. So yeah, and also with using Stripe, the exchange kind of applies there. But yeah, interested to see how this goes. I will obviously get back to you all at another time. Okay, so I just wanted to check in. So it's the next day after I put in my buy requests for these two items, and I do believe they've been bought. So if I go here, okay, like if I actually go to the order and then go to the Mercari page, it does say that they've been sold. With this one, this was the one that I said that I was a little bit less confident about them getting. I checked this one, and if I go to that Mercari link, it also says it was sold. So this one was the one where I was like pretty sure they'd be able to get it, just because honestly I think I'm the only person browsing Mercari Japan for Xiao pre-order benefits, to be honest. So yeah, that's just like, I will say it's hard to tell if they got your item, and if I can find it, all the way down at the bottom here, it says, this here, notification of changes in notification method after ordering, and it just says right here, if you do not receive notification from us that the item you ordered was not available, please assume that the item you ordered was secured successfully. If your order is successful, the next contact will be when the item you ordered arrives at our warehouse. So, I mean, I'm assuming that since both of the things that I put in requests for, they were sold, and then I didn't hear anything, that I'm assuming that they were able to get them. So I will say that is kind of one downside to this proxy, but it says that they have had an increased number of orders. So yeah, this seems like sort of like a smaller proxy site, so they don't really, I guess more of a, I don't really know. Obviously they're not like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, so never mind. But yeah, I guess we'll see if they get to the warehouse. But I do believe the items were bought last night, actually, because I was checking while I was at work. I was just checking because I was bored, so I wanted to see if there was any update at all, and I saw that both the items were purchased. seemingly. So yeah, I guess I will come back to you all when I see that the orders have arrived. I don't know. I don't really plan to put in any more buy requests until these two things arrive. I don't know. So I'm back for an update. It's been 5 days since the last time I recorded anything, and now both of these items have gotten to the warehouse. So I can say with certainty that the process so far has been pretty easy for this proxy. You can see here it says warehouse instead of, I don't know, there's a different kind of tag there before it gets there. I don't remember what it was. But I received one email yesterday morning telling me that the yall cards had arrived at the warehouse, and then I got another email this morning saying that the yall cards made it to the warehouse. Now, I will say, the charges for these in my bank account were pending until, I don't know, they were pending for a couple days, and then I finally got, I think it was yesterday, I finally got the receipt for my payments. That kind of confirmed to me that I had gotten both items, getting the receipt, because obviously I was charged for both. It's a little confusing because they don't give you step-by-step updates, but like I had mentioned before, they don't update you unless they either don't get the item or it arrives at the warehouse. So far, this process has been super easy, I will say, not too big of a deal. Where I plan to go from here is that I will probably put in more buy requests. Just a few. Like, I plan on probably buying some yall cards because their comeback is coming up soon. If I get the chance, I'll probably maybe do some work on my 1 week collection, maybe. But I do have some plans to kind of bulk up this order a little bit because obviously I'm not just going to send these two things by themselves to me, but after I have everything ready to go and I plan to put in a shipping request, I will come back and walk through that. So yeah, it'll be a while before you get another update from me, but I have 30 days of free storage starting from yesterday when the yall cards came in. So yeah, it'll probably be a while because like I said, I want to add some things to this collection. Yeah, I will be back when I have more things. Okay, hi everyone. So I'm back and it's been about a month. Well, yeah, it's been like about a month since my first item got to the warehouse. I've been waiting for one thing to arrive at the warehouse, but I don't think it's going to. And since it's kind of like my last day, I wanted to go ahead and ship all of my things. One thing I wanted to point out is that they kind of finally added this information here. Like, they kind of finally tell you what all this stuff means, just like what the different tags mean and like what the colors mean. So that's really helpful. I just noticed that they added that within like the last few days. Yes, and I also did figure out what they do when an order is canceled. So because they don't like technically take your money right away, like when you actually get the receipt in your email, that's when they actually charge you, and they won't charge you for what they don't get. Like, I think the amount will be pending in your bank account until they actually charge you the correct amount. So that's just what I noticed so far. So yeah, as you can see here, I have 12 things. I'm going to do this and we're gonna see if I can figure this out. My only thing is that, okay, this is only slightly confusing. So I'm just going to select everything. And I'm not going to choose this because it hasn't arrived at the warehouse yet, and I don't know if that's going to affect it or not. I'm going to pick this. I don't like that you have to choose beforehand. Okay, but whatever. I usually choose DHL anyways. Okay, so this just says, if you change this combination of the items in the future, a repacking fee of 2,000 yen will be charged. Okay, it's whatever. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to go back to shipment management. Go to the ship requested tab, and all my items have moved there. And I'm assuming once they have it all packaged up, it will go to box created. I don't know. I'm pretty interested to see. So yeah, I guess that's that. There will probably be one more update to this little video so I can kind of piece together what I just did. Hopefully shipping isn't super expensive because I only have photo cards here, or should only have photo cards. So yeah, let's hope and pray that this does not make me go even more broke than I already am. Okay, I'm back for the last clip. It's the next day after the last one. My things are all packaged up and ready to be shipped. So I'm just going to click here in my notifications. So you can see all the information here. Honestly, shipping is a lot less expensive than I expected it to be, but that's nice because, I don't know, I realize the only thing I have in the box is photo cards, so it's going to be cheap, but a little cheaper, I guess. cheap is relative. But yeah, it doesn't seem like they have like a packaging type of fee that I've noticed. So the total is just like 2,600 yen. So that's pretty good to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay for this. Just have to go all the way to the bottom. So yeah, there we go. Shipping has been paid. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to ship it. Today's Saturday, so I can only assume it'll ship, like actually ship on Monday, you know? So yeah, this is the last clip. I'll see you in another video with my haul, so look out for that. Very excited. But yeah, with that said, that was pretty much everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. This wasn't really supposed to be a tutorial, just more so showing my first impressions and first time trying to use it. So if you have any questions, you can let me know. Although maybe look at their FAQ first before you ask me anything. But other than that, I've tried to explain things as best as I could, even though, like I said, this isn't a tutorial. But yeah, anyways, I will see you in my next video.